What if the face that made you famous became the very thing people could not stop laughing at? In Hollywood, beauty is power, aging is feared, and perfection is an obsession worth millions. Behind the dazzling red carpets and flawless magazine covers lies a disturbing reality of botched surgeries, shattered confidence, public humiliation, and careers that never recovered. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on the celebrities who risked everything to outrun time, only to discover that the greatest tragedy wasn't growing old, it was losing the face the world once fell in love with. Number 1. Lisa Rinna. There was a time when Lisa Rinna's smile lit up television screens across America. With her breakout roles in Days of Our Lives and Melrose Place, she had the kind of natural beauty that casting directors dreamed of and audiences instantly recognized. But in Hollywood, where wrinkles are treated like career-ending disasters, even beauty can start to feel like it isn't enough. So Lisa made a decision that would follow her for the rest of her life. In her 20s, she underwent permanent silicone lip injections, believing fuller lips would make her stand out. Ironically, they did, but not for the reasons she expected. As the years passed, the silicone hardened, leaving her lips uneven and unnatural. What was once meant to be a subtle enhancement became the first thing people noticed whenever she appeared on screen. Instead of talking about her acting, the media became obsessed with her lips, turning them into one of Hollywood's most controversial cosmetic stories. The procedures didn't stop there. Lisa later experimented with Botox facial fillers and breast implants in an effort to maintain a youthful appearance. Critics claimed each new treatment pushed her farther away from the woman fans had fallen in love with. After living with the silicone for nearly 25 years, she finally underwent corrective surgery to remove much of the damaged tissue. Even then, she admitted that some changes could never truly be reversed. By 2024, Lisa openly acknowledged that not every cosmetic decision had been the right one, revealing she had dissolved some of her fillers while choosing to embrace a more natural look. Yet perhaps the biggest twist is that Lisa never completely regretted her journey. Rather than hiding from the criticism, she turned her famously oversized lips into part of her personal brand, often joking about them with the same confidence that first made audiences notice her decades ago. Whether you see her as a victim of Hollywood's impossible beauty standards, or someone who simply took one risk too many, Lisa Rinna's story proves that chasing perfection can sometimes erase the very thing that made you unforgettable in the first place. Number 2. Joan Van Ark. For years, Joan Van Ark was the face millions of television fans admired. Her unforgettable performance as Valine Ewing on Knots Landing made her one of the most recognizable actresses of the 1980s, and her soft features, bright smile, and timeless elegance helped cement her status as a Hollywood beauty. But in an industry where youth is often treated like a contract that eventually expires, Joan found herself fighting an invisible enemy: time. Instead of stepping away gracefully, she chose to fight back, and that battle slowly became the biggest transformation of her life. Everything began rather quietly in the early 1990s, with a subtle nose job. Few people noticed, and the result seemed harmless. But one procedure soon led to another. Reports and cosmetic experts have long speculated that Joan later underwent eyelid surgery, multiple facelifts, Botox treatments, chemical peels, and dermal fillers. By the 2000s, the woman once praised for her natural beauty looked dramatically different. Her skin appeared unusually tight, her eyes seemed hollow, and many fans struggled to recognize the actress they had grown up watching. When she appeared at the Knots Landing reunion years later, headlines focused less on the celebration and more on her dramatically altered face. The internet exploded with harsh comments, turning a beloved television icon into another cautionary tale about Hollywood's obsession with staying young forever. What makes Joan van Ark's story even more fascinating is that she has never publicly confirmed or denied most of the cosmetic surgery rumors. She simply continued living her life while the public debated every new photo of her appearance. Some blame Hollywood's impossible beauty standards. Others believe the pressure to preserve her legendary image became too overwhelming. Whatever the truth may be, Joan remains remembered for far more than the controversy. Her performance as Valine Ewing still stands as one of television's most memorable roles, proving that while cosmetic surgery may change a face, it can never erase genuine talent or the legacy an actor leaves behind. Number 3. Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista was once the woman every fashion magazine wanted on its cover. During the 1990s, she dominated the runway, worked with legendary brands like Chanel and Versace, and became one of the most famous supermodels in the world. Her beauty was considered almost untouchable, and photographers often joked that Linda could transform into anyone with a single expression. But after spending decades at the top, one cosmetic procedure changed everything in a way nobody could have imagined. Between 2015 and 2016, Linda underwent cool sculpting, a non-surgical fat reduction treatment that promised to eliminate stubborn fat. Instead, she suffered a rare complication called paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, a condition in which the treated fat cells grow larger instead of disappearing. The procedure left painful, hardened bulges on her chin, thighs, abdomen, and other parts of her body. Multiple corrective surgeries failed to restore her appearance, leaving her physically and emotionally devastated. The woman who had once walked the biggest runways in the world suddenly disappeared from public life because she no longer recognized the person staring back at her in the mirror. In 2021, she filed a lawsuit against the company behind the treatment, saying the procedure had left her permanently disfigured and unable to work. Unlike many celebrities who quietly hide cosmetic mistakes, Linda chose to tell the world exactly what happened. Her heartbreaking confession shocked millions and completely changed the conversation surrounding cosmetic procedures. Instead of being remembered only as one of history's greatest supermodels, she became the face of a painful warning that even treatments promoted as safe can carry life-changing risks. Today, Linda has slowly returned to public appearances, with remarkable courage, proving that true beauty is not about flawless skin or perfect proportions, but about finding the strength to stand in front of the world after losing almost everything. Number 4. Michela Romanini. There was a time when Michela Romanini was one of Italy's most glamorous socialites. Her luxurious lifestyle, stunning appearance, and constant presence at elite events earned her comparisons to Paris Hilton long before social media created influencers. Cameras loved her magazines, followed her every move, and it seemed she already had everything most people could only dream about. Yet even that was not enough. Michela became convinced that every small imperfection needed to be corrected, and that belief slowly turned into an obsession. What began with simple lip injections and Botox soon spiraled into countless cosmetic procedures. Each visit to the clinic pushed her farther away from the woman she once was. Her lips became dramatically oversized. Her facial features lost their natural balance, and her skin took on an artificial appearance that shocked the public. Instead of looking younger, she appeared much older than her real age. The internet quickly compared her to Donatella Versace, while tabloids used her photos as an example of plastic surgery gone too far. The attention she once enjoyed because of her beauty was replaced by headlines questioning how such a dramatic transformation could happen. Perhaps the saddest part of Michela's story is that she reportedly spends time looking back at old photographs of herself, remembering the face that once made her famous. Despite years of criticism and disappointment, reports suggest she has continued searching for new procedures in the hope of reversing the damage and recapturing her former beauty. It is a heartbreaking reminder that cosmetic surgery can become a never-ending chase where perfection always seems just one more procedure away, but somehow never arrives. Number 5. Katie Price. Katie Price, better known to millions as Jordan, was once one of Britain's biggest glamour models. With her striking looks, fearless personality, and constant media attention, she built an empire that stretched far beyond modeling into television, books, and business. But while her career continued to grow, so did her obsession with changing her appearance. Each new cosmetic procedure promised a better version of herself, yet the finish line always seemed to move farther away. Over the years, Katie underwent numerous breast augmentations, Botox treatments, lip fillers, facelifts, and several other cosmetic procedures. One of the most troubling moments came in 2017, when a cosmetic treatment left her deeply unhappy with the results. She later admitted that the procedure made her feel unattractive and served as a painful wake-up call about the dangers of excessive cosmetic surgery. Her breast implants also caused repeated complications, leading to multiple corrective operations. Even doctors reportedly refused to perform additional procedures at times because they feared for her health. Despite the setbacks, Katie continued altering her appearance, leaving fans divided between concern and disbelief as each transformation became more dramatic than the last. Unlike many celebrities who avoid discussing their mistakes, Katie has openly warned others not to repeat hers. She now encourages anyone considering cosmetic surgery to carefully research qualified surgeons and fully understand the risks before making life-changing decisions. Still, her own story remains a complicated one. Even after expressing regret over several procedures, she has continued returning to the operating room in search of another transformation. Her journey perfectly captures the dangerous cycle that can emerge when the pursuit of perfection slowly becomes impossible to escape. Number 6. LaToya Jackson. Being born into the Jackson family meant LaToya Jackson lived under a spotlight that never dimmed. While her brother Michael became one of the biggest entertainers in history, and Janet built her own legendary career, LaToya constantly fought to establish her own identity. She enjoyed success as a singer, actress, and television personality, but the endless comparisons to her famous siblings created a pressure that few people could ever imagine. Somewhere along the way, changing her appearance seemed like a way to reinvent herself. According to years of public reports and widespread media coverage, LaToya first underwent rhinoplasty in the late 1980s. What started as a single nose surgery gradually evolved into multiple cosmetic procedures. Observers have pointed to additional facelifts, cheek enhancements, eyelid surgery, chin contouring, Botox, and fillers that dramatically reshaped her face over the years. Her nose became noticeably narrower, her facial features appeared much sharper, and many longtime fans were stunned by how different she looked from the young performer they remembered. Inevitably, comparisons with Michael Jackson became unavoidable, with many wondering whether both siblings had fallen victim to the same relentless pressure to chase physical perfection. Despite years of speculation, LaToya has never publicly confirmed every procedure that has been attributed to her. Instead, she has remained focused on her music, television appearances, and charitable work, while allowing the public to draw its own conclusions. Whether her transformation was driven by personal choice or by the impossible beauty standards of the entertainment industry, her story remains one of Hollywood's most talked about cosmetic journeys. It serves as another reminder that fame can change many things, but sometimes the greatest transformation comes at a price that even celebrities cannot fully control. Number 7. Donatella Versace. When people hear the name Donatella Versace, they think of luxury glamour and one of the most powerful fashion empires in the world. After the shocking murder of her brother Gianni Versace in 1997, Donatella stepped into an almost impossible role, becoming the creative force behind the legendary brand. She was no longer judged only by her designs. Every public appearance became a spectacle, with cameras capturing every detail of her face. In an industry where youth is treated like a priceless accessory, the pressure to stay flawless never disappeared, and many believe that pressure slowly changed her forever. Over the years, Donatella's appearance transformed dramatically. While she has never confirmed every cosmetic procedure attributed to her cosmetic experts have long speculated that she underwent rhinoplasty facelifts, eyelid surgery, Botox, and repeated filler treatments. Instead of making headlines for another unforgettable Versace collection, she often found herself at the center of debates about plastic surgery. Critics claimed she had gone too far, while social media flooded with comparisons between her earlier photographs and the woman standing on today's red carpets. The same beauty that once represented timeless elegance had become one of the most talked about transformations in fashion history. Yet despite years of criticism, Donatella has never hidden from the spotlight. She continues leading Versace with confidence, dressing the world's biggest celebrities and proving that her influence extends far beyond her appearance. Some believe she is a victim of impossible beauty standards, while others see a woman determined to look exactly the way she chooses. Whatever the opinion, her story remains one of the clearest examples of how the relentless pursuit of eternal youth can change not only a face, but also the way the world remembers a legend. Number 8. Caitlyn Jenner. Long before becoming Caitlyn Jenner, she was known to the world as Bruce Jenner, the Olympic champion who captured gold in the decathlon at the 1976 Summer Games. Years later, a new generation recognized her through Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But behind the cameras, she was preparing for the biggest and most personal transformation of her life. In 2015, Caitlyn publicly came out as transgender, a moment that made headlines around the world and forever changed her place in pop culture. Unlike many celebrity cosmetic stories driven by vanity, hers was deeply connected to identity and self-acceptance. As part of her transition, Caitlyn underwent an extensive facial feminization procedure that reportedly lasted around 10 hours. The surgery included brow reshaping, jaw contouring, rhinoplasty, cheek enhancements, and additional procedures designed to create softer, feminine features. In the years that followed, she also received Botox and fillers to maintain her appearance. While many supporters praised her courage, others criticized her increasingly tight facial features, claiming the cosmetic work looked excessive. Caitlyn never denied her surgeries and has consistently explained that every procedure was part of becoming the person she had always felt she truly was. Unlike many celebrities who later regret altering their appearance, Caitlyn has repeatedly said she has no regrets. She views every operation as another step toward living authentically rather than simply looking younger. Although debates about her appearance continue, her story stands apart from many others on this list because it is not only about plastic surgery. It is about identity freedom and the determination to finally see the person in the mirror that had existed inside her for decades. Number 9. Lil' Kim. Before the headlines focused on her appearance, Lil' Kim was already a legend. Rising to fame in the mid-1990s, she revolutionized female hip-hop with her fearless attitude, unforgettable lyrics, and bold fashion choices. She refused to follow anyone else's rules and quickly became one of the most influential women in rap. But as her fame grew, so did the pressure to meet impossible beauty standards. Behind the confidence the world saw was a woman who later admitted she had struggled with deep insecurities about her appearance, making cosmetic surgery seem like the answer. Over the years, Lil' Kim underwent multiple rhinoplasty procedures, breast augmentations, and numerous facial cosmetic treatments that dramatically changed the way she looked. Her nose became much narrower, her cheeks appeared fuller, and her facial features looked increasingly different from the artist fans first admired. Every new public appearance sparked another wave of online criticism, with many people wondering why one of hip-hop's biggest icons kept changing her face. Lil' Kim later revealed that years of criticism and painful personal experiences had damaged her self-esteem. And many observers believed those emotional wounds played a major role in her dramatic transformation. Despite the endless backlash, Lil' Kim has never expressed regret over her decisions. She continues performing, recording music, and embracing her unique image with the same fearless attitude that made her famous. Whether people see her transformation as a tragedy or as a personal choice, her story exposes the harsh reality of celebrity life. Sometimes the loudest battles are not fought on stage or in the spotlight, but in front of a mirror where even the biggest stars struggle to see themselves the way the world once did. Number 10. Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith was once the definition of classic Hollywood beauty. With unforgettable performances in films like Working Girl, she captivated audiences with her charm, elegance, and natural beauty, earning both a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination. At the height of her career, she seemed to have everything. But in Hollywood, where aging is often treated as the enemy, even an Oscar-nominated actress can begin to fear the passing of time. That fear eventually led Melanie down a path she would later wish she had never taken. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, Melanie reportedly underwent a series of cosmetic procedures including Botox, facial fillers, and facelifts. At first, the changes appeared subtle, but over time her lips became noticeably fuller, her skin looked unnaturally tight, and the expressive face that audiences loved slowly disappeared. Instead of discussing her acting, the media focused almost entirely on her appearance. In 2017, Melanie openly admitted that she had not realized how dramatically she had changed until people began pointing it out. She eventually sought medical treatment to dissolve much of the filler, hoping to recover a more natural look, but some changes could never be completely undone. What makes Melanie's story especially heartbreaking is that cosmetic surgery was only one of the battles she faced. She also struggled for years with alcohol and substance addiction challenges that affected both her personal life and career. Yet despite everything, she never stopped trying to rebuild herself. Today, many fans still remember the radiant actress who once ruled Hollywood, while her journey stands as a powerful reminder that chasing eternal youth can sometimes cost far more than anyone expects. Number 11. Brigitte Nielsen. Standing over 6 feet tall with striking blonde hair and unmistakable confidence, Brigitte Nielsen looked like she had stepped straight out of a comic book. Her performances in Red Sonja and Rocky IV made her one of the most recognizable action stars of the 1980s, and her marriage to Sylvester Stallone only fueled her celebrity status. For years, she represented the bold, glamorous image that Hollywood admired. But as time passed, Brigitte found herself facing the same fear that has haunted countless stars before her. The fear of growing older in an industry that rarely forgives it. Unlike many celebrities who kept their procedures secret, Brigitte made the surprising decision to let the world watch. In 2008, she appeared on the reality series From Old to New, documenting her cosmetic transformation on camera. She underwent facelifts, eyelid surgery, liposuction, Botox, and lip fillers, explaining, that she simply wanted to feel more confident about her appearance. While Brigitte expressed satisfaction with the results, many fans believed the surgeries erased the strong and natural features that had once made her unforgettable. Instead of turning back the clock, critics argued that the procedures gave her a tighter, more artificial look, sparking endless debate across the media. Even with all the criticism, Brigitte has never apologized for the choices she made. She has continued acting, appearing on television, and speaking openly about cosmetic surgery without shame or embarrassment. Whether people admire her honesty or question her decisions, one thing is certain: Brigitte Nielsen refused to hide behind rumors or excuses. Her story is a reminder that the pursuit of beauty means something different to every person, but once the changes are made, there is often no turning back. Number 12. Suzanne Somers. For millions of television viewers, Suzanne Somers was the cheerful blonde who stole every scene in Three's Company. Her radiant smile, effortless charm, and youthful energy made her one of the most beloved actresses of the late 1970s and 1980s. Even as she grew older, Suzanne refused to let age define her. She became a passionate advocate for health, wellness, and living a vibrant life, but behind that image was another mission that attracted just as much attention: holding on to the youthful face that had made her a television icon. Over the years, Suzanne underwent several cosmetic procedures, including Botox and facial fillers. While she initially amazed fans with how young she appeared, the transformation gradually became more noticeable. Her forehead looked unusually smooth, her jawline appeared tighter, and her lips became fuller than before. Suzanne later acknowledged that not every cosmetic decision had produced the results she wanted, yet she continued defending her right to choose how she aged, insisting that feeling confident was more important than pleasing strangers. Despite the endless debate surrounding her appearance, Suzanne never allowed the criticism to define her legacy. She continued writing best-selling books, promoting healthy living, and encouraging people to take control of their own well-being. While some remember her as another celebrity who changed too much, others admire her honesty and willingness to speak openly about aging in Hollywood. Her story reminds us that even the brightest television stars can find themselves caught between embracing the years and trying to outrun them. Number 13. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn became one of Hollywood's most beloved actresses thanks to her unforgettable performances in Private Benjamin Overboard and The First Wives Club. Her bright smile, natural charm, and youthful energy made her a fan favorite for decades. But as she grew older, rumors about cosmetic surgery began to follow her almost everywhere. In Hollywood, where aging is often seen as a weakness, even someone as admired as Goldie was not immune to the pressure of staying forever young. Although Goldie has never confirmed undergoing plastic surgery, cosmetic experts have speculated that she may have used Botox facial fillers and possibly a facelift. Fans noticed her face appeared fuller, her jawline tighter, and some of her natural facial expressions seemed less noticeable than before. Every red carpet appearance quickly turned into another debate, with people comparing her latest photos to the woman they remembered from her biggest films. Despite the speculation, Goldie has always encouraged women to embrace aging with confidence rather than fear it. She believes happiness matters far more than chasing perfection. Whether the rumors are true or not, her remarkable career and unforgettable personality remain the reasons audiences continue to admire her after all these years. Number 14. Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is far more than a country music legend. With her unmistakable voice, larger-than-life personality, and decades of chart-topping hits, she became one of America's most beloved entertainers. But alongside her incredible career came another topic she never tried to hide: her cosmetic surgery. Unlike many celebrities who denied every rumor, Dolly openly admitted she had undergone numerous procedures, famously joking that if something started to sag, she would simply have it fixed. Over the years, Dolly has acknowledged having rhinoplasty facelifts, brow lifts, eyelid surgery, Botox, and other cosmetic treatments to maintain her signature glamorous look. While the procedures helped preserve her youthful image, they also made her facial features appear tighter and less natural as time passed. Dolly has admitted that some surgeries caused swelling and bruising, but she has always believed the results were worth it because they made her feel more confident. Even with the criticism, Dolly has never apologized for her choices. She insists that every woman has the right to look the way she wants and should never be judged for it. Whether people admire her honesty or question her decisions, one thing is undeniable. Dolly Parton's talent, generosity, and unforgettable personality have always shined much brighter than any cosmetic procedure ever could.